Hi guys, this is KNS 2 Cents. So, I came across a question on my timeline. I thought it would be fun for us to discuss. So it says if you catch, as a guy, if you catch your girlfriend cheating on you and she apologizes and begs, do you take her back or do you end the relationship? Being that I'd seen it earlier, I took my time to think, right? And my answer did not necessarily change completely. I was still leaning towards end the relationship, but I realized immediately that that just came from an ego mentality, ego standpoint. And let me elaborate a little. Um, most times when a woman cheats on a man and the man breaks it off, it's because his ego is bruised. Nothing after that, right? Even though there are other factors you can look at, but we know once a man finds out his girl is cheating, he breaks it off just because his ego is bruised. We look at our woman as our own personal treasure. Like, even though we know that woman has probably been with other people before us, once the woman is with us, we look at her that this is mine, and then once you find out that it's not yours, your ego is bruised. But then I got to thinking, because at the end of the day, we know that when men cheat, right? Most times when men cheat, the woman usually forgives you, especially if it's just the first time, right? And also, women also subconsciously know that when a man cheats, it's just because there's no emotion attached. If a woman just blinks at us wrong, we are ready to do the wrong thing. So I believe that's subconsciously the reason why women forgive us. But at the end of the day, you would also know that when a woman cheats, it's not the same reason. There are probably two major reasons why a woman would probably cheat on a man, on a boyfriend, is because of two reasons. Maybe one, there's something lacking in that relationship she found somewhere else. Or the other way around, in the sense that she might not even know she was lacking it, and then she's enticed by that from the new person. I'm like, ugh. So she might even entertain that new person until she makes the mistake. That's why we say women are better cheaters. No, it's because they are putting more work into it. As men, we just do it and then we slip up. But as women, it's because they've entertained it for so long. They've been careful. So that's why we claim they are better at it. But it's because there's a real connection there. So to me, I feel my answer would be not really. At least entertain a conversation first. Don't do it out of ego, because, and I feel most guys will even say no now just because this generation, our women are trying so hard. Nigerian women, let me be specific. I feel they got that trait from our cousins, our distant cousins in America, but we know this generation are trying so hard to be men. But, at the end of the day, I feel most women in general, when they cheat on their man, is because there was probably a missing connection. Something was missing from that relationship that she found somewhere else, or she was enticed by something she wasn't getting in that relationship. Sometimes she can love this person, but maybe what is enticing her there is the money or the social life, or something. Or maybe she's not getting sex here and then, or she's not getting sweet romantic talks here, and this guy is just telling her sweet, something always kind of distracts them, and it's not even immediate. You know what I mean? So I always feel, at least engage in a conversation with that woman and find out why. It will even benefit the guy too, in the sense that even if you listen to it, you will if you listen to why she did it, you could actually figure out if it was a mistake or if it's something that she's been doing, and then you can now even make a proper discussion. My own is, don't let your ego be the reason why you say no and miss out on probably a good woman who just made a mistake. At least listen to why she cheated and then make a decision. But what would you be? So I guess my own answer is hear what happened first. Don't just break it off. Hear what happened first. Entertain it. Even if you have to maybe cool down and hear and then do like you're still dating for a while. Really find out what went on and then make a decision after that. But how do you feel? Well, how would you approach it? Would you break it off immediately, or let me not even put words in your mouth?
Yeah, my brother. Okay. So I don't think my answer is going to be very different from yours because this topic is one topic that I've discussed with a lot of people, earlier than now. And my standpoint hasn't changed. My position hasn't really changed. Okay. So first and foremost, let me even begin by saying that the way I'm going to approach this question, the way I'm going to answer this question might offend some people. Okay, so let me say it now and let's just prepare our minds. However, trust me, whatever I'm going to be saying or whatever answer I'm going to be giving is not in any way intended to offend women. Yeah. And it's also not in any way intended to exonerate men. The truth is, regardless of who is involved, whether the man or the woman, cheating in a relationship is extremely bad. I must make that fact here. I do not support it in any way. Okay? I do not encourage it in any way. I think it is extremely disrespectful and disgraceful for anyone to commit to someone in a relationship and then goes ahead to cheat. All right? So having said that, let me come back to the question. Should you end the relationship if you find your woman? This question is not about if you find your woman or if you find your man. I think we're focusing more on the man here. Maybe in another edition of our presentation, we'll probably talk about, that for women. So should you as a man end the relationship if you find your woman cheating? Now, I want to share my opinion about how men and women approach relationships. It may interest us to know that men do not really love. I stand to be corrected. I've come to realize that love is not a thing for the man. Okay? What do I mean? Men do not have sex because they love you. I don't know if I'm communicating. Men do not really have sex because they love the woman. No. So if any woman is thinking that the reason this man is having sex with me is because he loves me, you are mistaken. The truth is, love is not a thing, it's not a characteristic of men. And I think that is why it's always important for a man to always reassure his woman by always saying, I love you. Unlike the woman, I think love is a characteristic of women. By their nature, they can love. They are emotional. Okay? And that is why women, when they have sex with you, love is usually involved. Okay? That is what I think. And I think that is true. And no wonder, or little wonder, even in the Bible, okay, permit me to make reference to the Bible. I know that not everybody here is a believer of the Bible, okay, but for me, you see, the Bible is not just a religious book for Christians, but you see, the Bible is also an encyclopedia of knowledge, of wisdom. It contains a whole lot of ideas and thoughts of people who have lived before us, and these ideas and thoughts have really stood the test of time. So let me not deviate a lot. If you go to the Bible, I think that the reason why God even instructed the man to love his wife is because he knows that left for the man, he cannot do that naturally. So for the man to love is an intentional act. Unlike the woman, it comes naturally to a woman to love. And so when a man has sex with a woman, love is usually not associated with it. Okay? So for a woman to begin to have sex with another man while she's in a relationship with a man shows that she has probably transferred the love she has for her man to another man. And I think that is what it is. Okay? For a man can have his wife, respect his wife, provide for his wife, protect his wife, do everything, can kill for his wife. But the same man will go out and sleep with another woman who is even much uglier than the wife or even less sexy than the wife. That's because for us men, libido is a thing. Okay? But for a woman, for her to open her legs for you, for her to surrender to you, because during sex, You have the conqueror and the conquered. The man is the conqueror, while the woman is the conquered. So for a woman to open up to you, okay, what that tells you is that she's transferred the love to you. That's why when you sleep with a woman and then decides you're no longer doing again, it is very, very painful to the woman because she's giving you her all. So when a man finds out that his wife or his woman has now surrendered or has become conquered by another man, it's always difficult to get that woman back. Yes, I have no problem with having a discussion, having a dialogue, but trust me, for a woman to do that, of course, I don't think it's possible for a woman to love two men at the same time. I don't think so. But then, of course, there are always exceptions. Nothing is impossible under the sun. But if a woman, decides to sleep with another man, then you, the man, you, the owner of the woman, you might not end the relationship immediately, but please, you might have to start thinking of how to end that relationship. So guys, the comment section is now open for us to also share our own opinions and our own thoughts. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do that now. And don't forget to click the like button. Also share this video so that others can share their own thoughts. Until we meet again in our next video. Bye for now.